Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakdash. Double honor to the elders of the great millstone who told me this truth. Shalom, Labakaryim, Shah, Yasha'Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. This is going on live right now. This is off-grid desert farming. As you can see on the screen here, this is breaking news. Russia sends special mission to the United States. Now, what happened was 3 days ago, which I didn't know. I'm just finding this out now. That's why it's good we keep our eyes and ears peeled. That basically Ukraine is done. With this report here, he's confirming it. And what Russia did was they sent a plane over here, to meet with, I don't know, some top officials. And they told Biden to basically admit to the world that they've lost this war with Ukraine. And if they don't, they will proceed to destroy the rest of Ukraine. And I guess they got, and you remind you, America got a lot of money still wrapped up in Ukraine. And think about all the billions that was just dumped into Ukraine. So for Russia to send, what you're looking at, this is a map here, because you got a lot of people saying, no, that didn't happen. So what Paul is doing, he's proving that a plane from Moscow flew into the United States. And this is a plane route. Now, I watch these routes too, because everything is tracked by satellite. And as you can see, that's the point right there. Right? No, actually, yeah. Well, I'm going to play it, so you're going to see. But that's the plane. And the plane remained over here in the United States for, I think he said 3 days. So you can see it taking off. Yeah, right? It's Russia, and the point of landing is over here, United States. Now, this is public information here, okay? So across the North Atlantic Sea. And I'm going to read the scripture here because this is all prophecy. So we're about to get busy, man. The Lord about to get busy. This is Ezekiel 38. I'm starting with verse 1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Og, the land of Magog, which is basically lower Russia, more like down in the areas of Turkey, But at the same time, as the apostle always bring out, Russia didn't come on the scene until I think it was like 823 ADC. And now we can equate this Og and Magog to the complete territory, of Russia. Okay? So it said the chief prince, Rasha, okay, which is a Hebrew word. Okay, Russia is a Hebrew word. It is actually a Hebrew word. Okay, which is chief prince, and it says of Meshach and Tubal. Now these were, sons, grandsons of Japhet, because Japhet was in that land first up there in Russia before Esau went up in there and took it over, and prophesy against him and say, thus saith Yahweh, the power, behold, I am against thee, O Og, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back. And what you're seeing, is prophecy being fulfilled. Now, I'm going to play a little bit of this video, but for them to send a plane into the United States, and it's supposed to be in the heat of war, all the hundreds of millions of dollars that was just dumped into Ukraine, and it basically told America on American soil to stand down. Tell the world that you've lost this war with Ukraine, or else. That's a power move to show how weak this country has become. And that's the whore. The whore is dissolving. And mind you, NATO, the EU is watching this. China's watching this. Iran is watching this. North Korea is watching this. Japan is watching this. Everybody's watching this. The land of Ham, everybody's eyes is on the two big guys right now, which is the whore, America, and Og and Magog, which is Russia. Okay? Those are the two pieces right there, because the bear is going to bring the whore down. That's the prophecy. So it says, and I will turn thee back, and that's them gathering up, because Ukraine belongs to Russia anyway. When you go to the old map of the Soviet Union, right? It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaw, bringing them back to that old estate, right? They annex all those lands. And I will bring thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, and all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bullocks and shields, all of them handling swords, which is the modern day weapons. Okay? And that's going to be the throwdown, the final showdown, throwdown. Let me play a little bit of this here, man. This is prophecy taking place right in your face.
On that link, and you can see this yourself, that the plane is indeed on its way to the United States of America. And this happened 3 days ago on the 20th of December. So I just want to cover that information. A lot of people, they try to disprove the information and they try to flag my channel for misinformation. Folks, we don't give misinformation. We document everything with videos, with news articles, with the actual links to the information. And I wanted to do that today. I wanted to document this. This actually happened. So Russia right now has just concluded an ultimatum, evidently, to the United States government, to the Joe Biden government. You need to force Zelensky into a peace treaty, or else we will continue this war and we will take more Ukrainian territory if you do not do this. Vladimir Putin said in a speech a couple of days ago that they will take more territory either by a peace treaty or they will do it militarily. The Russian war machine is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They cannot be defeated by the Ukrainian military. There is no hope. The only hope to stop this carnage going on in Ukraine right now is have Zelensky sit down and make a peace treaty with Putin to end this war, folks. I am not for killing innocent people. But all of these troops that Ukraine is drafting for the war, they are going to be killed. They're going to be killed. And if you go to our latest broadcast on Rumble last night, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, 160,000 Ukrainian men and women have been slaughtered the last 6 months with this Ukrainian counter. 160,000 people that did not have to die. They didn't have to.
And what happened to all that money? All those hundreds of millions that they dumped. Those Abrams tanks they sent over there. The Leopard tanks. You had other different parties of the EU and NATO sending military equipment. You had Britain. All for what? This looks bad.
Die, folks. Nobody else has to die. But our government and NATO does not want this war to end. They want it to continue.
Because this is all prophecy.
They want it to continue, which is a crime against humanity. When Ukraine has zero chance of winning this war, folks.
So I'm gonna stop it right there. You know, this is serious prophecy. You know, many things we can link to this, but keep your eyes peeled. We ended this year out. Shalom. Okay, shalom. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom, Labakariam, Shah Yasha Allah. Make this quick. This is storm warning news. Came out probably about maybe 30 minutes ago. But as we understood, you know, we know that these major banks are going to be shutting down, you know, real soon as we go into 2024. But, you know, they just published a recent list of the major banks in NYC. You know, it's the reason why they're hitting NYC like this. You know, I mean, they're going to take it by storm. You know, I forget how many people, 6 million with the population over there, you know, but it's jam-packed. Anybody from, you know, the East Coast, you know how NYC is, man. You you know, and it's full of different nationalities, what makes it really sweet. A lot of tourism, you know, a lot of things going on, a lot of vending. You know, that marijuana thing blew up, so they on every corner when you go out there. So it's gonna be a lot of people shooken up in the next few weeks because there's a lot of hand-to-hand that goes on out there, you know, with the dollar bill. So with these banks closing, it's gonna make it harder to get to the ATMs. You know, cash on hand won't be available because if there's no banks, there's no way to, you know, go withdraw $600-700 in cold hard cash if you need it, you know, which is also bringing in that MOTB, baby. So, you know, this thing is coming in and it's coming in quick.
Warning news, it is Sunday, December 24, 2023, and even though this information concerns New York State, this is an indicator of where we are in the United States as far as our economy and the dollar is concerned, and also the world economy, as more than 20 bank branches of major institutions will close around New York State by the end of 2023. And again, that's basically a week away, ladies and gentlemen. Many local branches have submitted their notice of closure to the Office of the Comptroller of Currency. Unfortunately, the reasons the branches are being closed is not provided. You can think about that. Even if there is no branch in the area, banks are still permitted to close a local branch. They do, however, have to provide notice, and that would be 90 days notice. And posting a public notice at the branch 30 days before the closing date. This involves a number of well-known banks, ladies and gentlemen. Bank of America is closing a number of branches in downstate New York. That looks to be about 10 or so. Capital One is closing one in downstate New York. Citizens Bank is closing a number of them, maybe 15 or so here in western New York State. So this is quite an extensive list. Community Bank is closing a number of branches in western New York and also in Rome, New York, which is central New York State. There's more. Flagstar Bank is closing a number of branches downstate. First National Bank of Long Island is involved in this. J.P. Morgan is also closing 2 branches in downstate New York. Key Bank is closing one in western New York State. New Tech Bank is closing one in downstate New York. This also involves Santander Bank closing several branches, Trustco Bank closing one, and Webster Bank National Association closing one, again in downstate New York. So this is not just a New York thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is an indicator, again, of where we are at in history with the collapsing dollar. Maybe folks aren't thinking about this right now with the Christmas shopping season, but big changes are coming.
Yes, it is. Big changes, man. We on our way. So we about to see this hit. This our temptation. We see they coming strong. So, you know, this is the Lord bringing a collapse to Esau's system. This is all prophetic. The release of the elect of the nation of Israel about to happen. But we got to hit this last prophecy. We got to hit it. We got to hit it strong. We know this by now. Revelations 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark. And if you don't know what this mark is by now, I mean, I just don't know what to tell you. Because just like I'm doing this, you can do the same. Go right into this word mark and let the Spirit guide you. It's
Strong's G 5480. Kharagba.
A stamp, a imprinted mark, a thing carved or sculpted or graven into your skin. You know? So what they gonna do? That syringe. You take the syringe, you put the device in, and you stick it under your hand. It's just that simple. So you're gonna have that, and that's gonna be the new digital system. That's how you're gonna be able to operate on the system. Why? Because there's gonna be no more cash. Simple as that. No more cash. Everything is going digital. So he calls them to receive this in their right hand. And the hand just goes into, it can be right or left, because we know some guys, they get simple. Oh, what if I get it in my left hand? But when you go into this word hand here, it's dexos.
Strong's G 1188. Dexios.
A place of honor or authority. So a lefty is considered his strong hand or his hand of power. A southpaw. So when it was going into your right hand, that's because most people are right-handed. That is their place. That's their authority hand. But if you're left-handed, that would be considered a right hand, which is your authority hand. So let's not get simple. But, if you're destined to take this device, you're going to take it. There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that the men of the Lord can do. The Lord already put it in your head to take this. You're slated for destruction. This is only for the house of faith right now. So we can see that the Lord is collapsing the system, and our Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, is on his way. Or in your foreheads, okay? And that no man might buy or sell. This is the infrastructure, because the system is set up. All the satellites are set up. Everything is geared to go into the fourth industrial complex. And this does not involve paper currency. And that's worldwide, because everybody's currency is connected to the dollar. You best believe that. China, Japan, that's the way the elites made it. So once the dollar collapsed, every other paper currency collapsed. So don't get it twisted like it's going to be some type of paper currency that you can just convert to. No, everybody collapsed once the dollar collapsed. So the only thing left, the only game in town will be the central bank new CBDC, man. And you will not be able to buy or sell. That's basically just living on their grid. Except or save he that had this Karax or Karagma and the name of the beast and the number of his name, which is basically the vibration. And then, of course, you go into this 666 as you read on. So I just want to make that clear. Banks are collapsing 2024. It's going to be wild. So giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakudah, Shalom.